Well, hello there. My name is Mark Miles, and I love helping trainers, presenters, workshop facilitators really take the results to the next level. Today's video, I want to talk to you about one technique, one very simple thing that you can do to implement and to really get better results. In order to do that, let's look at the world of accelerated learning. All right. So the idea is that fundamentally, as a workshop facilitator, you should be asking yourself the question, how do I help my learners learn even faster? I mean, it's pretty much a common sense question you should be asking yourself. And the other question you should be asking yourself is, how do I help my learners learn so that they hear the information, go off and actually use the information? And it's not about show up and throw up. It's about how do you make the content so memorable and so sticky that it's unforgettable for them and they really go away and implement whatever you are teaching to them. I mean, it's a bit of a common sense conversation, but so many times, training sessions become like Las Vegas. What happens in the training room stays in the training room, right? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Now, the thing is, though, if you want to actually get better results and help your learners learn even faster, well, it would make sense to actually look into what is accelerated learning and how do we make the concept stick in the audience's mind even deeper. Now, one of the quotes that I heard recently, which was a really great one that illustrated the point I'm going to go through, is if your learners cannot articulate it and explain it, then the concept is not going to be hardwired into their brain. And one of the greatest things that you can do is actually look at the concept of the cone of learning or the learning pyramid, which actually goes through the percentages of information that people take away from different learning modalities, whether it's reading something, whether it's hearing something, watching a demonstration, whether it's doing a discussion, whatever it may be. Now, in the study, they actually looked at the power of actually getting learners to actually teach each other and the amount of information was actually retained when people did that. And they actually found that in the study, people retained 90% of the information that they actually were assigned to actually teach each other. What a crazy idea. And the fact is, the core tenet is that ownership of the information, ownership equals retention. Ownership equals retention. And one of the fastest ways you can actually get your learners to learn is to actually get them to teach each other. So what does that look like? Well, after maybe 10 minutes of covering content, you now say to the learners, all right, cool, go ahead. You guys are now in pairs or groups of three. I want you to take the piece of content that you've just taken notes on and teach it to the other person. And then they swap over, the other person teaches it to the other person. Well, what a crazy idea. But the learnings that people get are so profound and they realize very quickly how much they learn and the limits to what they know, what they don't know, really come out when they try to explain it to each other. And, guaranteed if you're a mother or a father, your daughter or your son has probably come to you at around the age of 14, 15, 16 and said, can you teach me to drive, right? And you're probably going, oh, I don't know if I should do that. But then you take them on their first lesson or their second lesson, and you go, oh, shit, hopefully they don't crash the car. But very quickly, to the degree that you can actually explain things is the degree that you can actually drive and understand the process of driving. And that's really, really a great analogy for the world of workshops, right? If you're teaching something, how well can your learners actually explain it to each other? And the better they can do that, the better they can get at that, the more they're going to own the content. They can go away and actually embrace the content and maybe even share it with other people, right? So I just want to really encourage you, if you are looking to actually accelerate your learners' learning and absorption of content, really have multiple times where they're actually sharing, explaining, and teaching the content they've just heard from you to other people. And the more they do that, the more they're actually going to remember it, and it's going to be part of who they are and what they use. Hopefully you got some value from the video. Like, comment, share. Let's get this out there. And if you want to help them learn faster, get them teaching each other. Simplest way to do it, but most profound. Thanks for watching, team, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.